Hi, it is the Human Operating System time. This channel is for education and technology. So in past 1 week or so, I have shared many things on the ancient Wing Chun, including the uniqueness of ancient short strike Wing Chun is attacking with knee, which is come with the footwork. So the lower part of body go in with the footwork and attacking with the knee, while the upper part of the body attacking simultaneously. Okay. So after all the sharing, many of our Wing Chun friends messages me, and we have discussion. And many of Wing Chun friends saying that, oh, right now I have a completely different image on Wing Chun. Wing Chun is no longer like in the movie. You put your hand up there and then you say this is Wing Chun, standing in Iji Kamehameha, those kind of stuff. It's not. It is really mobile. The knee is going to go in and attack while the upper body is attacking. So it's a completely different view. And they told me, they asked me to share more, keep sharing, because they do want Wing Chun to stay. And all these friends who want Wing Chun to stay are worldwide. Okay, they from different places of the world. They are real, true Wing Chuners who care for Wing Chun and care for everybody, care for every Wing Chuners. So today I like to share with you there is a serious problem in Wing Chun, which everybody, we need to know about it. We need to throw it out. Okay, because this is this serious. And before I get into tell you what it is, I like to share with you. For me, I like to share the information like Chinese culture. I don't want to do with all this martial arts school, which is saying who is the best fighter or the #1 fighter. I simply like to share on what is the Chinese culture, what is technically this thing is about. So that's why even those who study with me from different martial arts, the bottom line is I am showing them what is the reality. Got nothing to do with who is #1 fighter or I'm the #1 fighter. So to give you an example, it's like if you watch say in the YouTube, if you check on the coach who is coaching the Western boxing, the coach is presenting what is a jab, what is a proper way to do a jab or a hook or an uppercut, how to do it properly, technically. Okay, not about people who is the best fighter. They don't do that. If you go to YouTube, you check it out, you can see that. And what I'm presenting is exactly like that. Okay, so this is purely technical. Okay, now, so I like to share with you one of the extremely serious toxic for Wing Chun and also traditional Chinese martial art today is a really brainwashing self pitch. And this type of brainwashing self pitch is the one which influenced all of us today. And it exists since at least in the West, at least 50 years ago. So I'm going to share with you clearly, accurately what happened. So if you go to the internet, if you get to the internet and you can check the old advertisements from the magazine Science and Mechanic in 1970, you can see this advertisement. Okay, so the advertisement say, "I'll make you a master of Chinese Kung Fu, the Oriental art of instantaneous death that is applied with no body contact." Okay, now within that is two messages there, which is brainwash most people in the world today in Wing Chun and in traditional Chinese martial art, especially those who emphasize internal. Okay, so over here, it wrote this. The Chinese method of attack and self-defense, kept so secret that it has been handed down in China only from father to son, because of its deadly power to disable or kill. Now this devastating, brilliant secret that require no physical strength or exertions are revealed to you in English language by a Kung Fu master who dare to teach you at his risk. Okay? So over here, there are 2 points they stress for the sell pitch. Number one is, it has been handed down in China only from father to son. The second is, this devastatingly brilliant secret that require no physical strength or exertions are revealed to you. So this two cell pitch, since 70, this is 1970, okay, 70 until today, 50 years, it is brainwashing Wing Chuners, brainwashing traditional Chinese martial art practitioners. The first brainwash is, it has been handed down in China only from father to son. Didn't we always heard about this? Oh, this is handed down by from this grandmaster to me. Okay, or my father is this grandmaster. It handed down to me. Okay. So that's the first cell pitch. The second cell pitch is, it requires no physical strength or exertion. Another way of saying this is, I have this secret qi and fa jing power. Using your yi, not using your strength. Because it is internal. Okay? So for past 50 years, at least, based on this advertisement in the magazine, in the this is the Science and Mechanic. Okay, you can check in the website. You can see this. This is a sales pitch being used over and over and over and over to today's, until 3 years ago when Xu Xiaodong KO that Taiji Lei Lei. Then the Chinese start questioning. Okay. So today, if you want to learn Kung Fu, You will say, hey, my father is so and so. My teacher is so and so. But does it tell you that what secret has been handed down technically? Does it? It doesn't. It just say, oh, my Sifu is Hendrik. So Hendrik called me the king of boxing. That's one of the sell pitch. Okay? And then the second sell pitch is, there's no physical strength is needed. Hendrik teach me this force flow. There is no physical strength. This is a secret. And again, did he tell you anything about technical thing? No. The sell pitch is just saying that my father is Hendrik. This is Hendrik handed down really secretly. The second is say that this magic, secret power, that if you learn from me, you will learn it. But did these two things tell you anything specific on technical? None. Zero. So for past 50 years, if you look at that, it's always like that. And when we ask, we will say, oh, which lineage you are from? Which Sifu you from? Who is your father? We use that as a reference. And then we say, oh, is it internal? If somebody said it's internal, then it will be great. It's Fa Jing, it's Qi. Now, this thing influences people, brainwashing people. On the other hand, if you look at the Western boxer, in the website, in the YouTube, you can see every coach, disregard of if they are in America or in Europe, they are going to teach you a hook is a hook like that. Uppercut is uppercut like that. You have the angle. You have to have your line. But all this, my father handed me down the secret. I have this secret Fa Jing and all this kind of stuff. Is what the traditional Chinese Kung Fu practitioner believe in. So practically it's living in this one world, which is really out of reality. So the Western boxer who study Western boxing, everyone know how to do a proper hook, a proper uppercut. And you have the Chinese Kung Fu practitioner, including the Wing Chun or Wing Chun internal or whatever. They will tell you who is their grandmaster, who is their father, and then they have this secret Fa Jing or this power techniques. And while you know what, you ask 10 people will tell you 10 way of doing Tan Sao. So this is the problem. This is a sales pitch. This is not a real thing. The ancient Chinese is not like that. So you see me cite or quote you the Shaolin short strike canon, right? Like 2 days ago on this using of the knee with the footwork really clearly. And actually, one of our Wing Chun friends talked to me about this. I say there's only 20 Q&A, 20 question and answer in that Shaolin short strike canon. And the book is all around the world. What secret? How long you want to learn that 20 Q&A? If you are here, I can teach you within 8 hours on that 20 Q&A. And it's not me who teach you. Why? We just go through that 20 Q&A of the Shaolin short strike book. So the most is I'm like the lecturer who is lecturing physics, going through Newton's 3 law. That clear? Okay? Now, so the issue is now those believing in those sales pitch on my father hand me the secret down because I have the same last name, and I have the secret internal way of develop my body. Only if you study with me, then you will know. Those kind of things sells. It does sell. Okay, but it never is in the world of like the Western boxer. This is a hook. You have to be in this angle. Okay, and uppercut, you have to be in this angle. And we don't want in the Western boxing, it will tell you, do not just do arm punches. Arm punches. You need to use your body. Clear, okay? So if we want Wing Chun to stay, or you want traditional Chinese martial art to stay, that tool or that type of sell pitch of who is my teacher? My teacher can fly. My teacher can what do you call it? Issue chi to you. You will fly, and I have the secret. The secret is that you don't even have to have strength. You use your mind power. Drop that. Otherwise, you cannot even face a 6-month Western boxer who have the formal education. That's reality. That's why you look at 3 years ago when Xi Xiaodong KO that Tai Chi guy. The Tai Chi guy have everything. Even until today, he's still talking about anti-everything. But the young Chinese in China do not buy that anymore. That's the reality. Okay? So remember this. You know, I can have a father whoever the best fighter or grandmaster, but it doesn't say what I learned from him. I have a father, I can have a father who is very best in this martial art or whatever. It doesn't mean that I know the secret, or it doesn't mean that I don't have to train and I have this special internal power. Okay, just make this clear. Cut this thing off. This is a sales pitch. You know, you can go to the website and looking into this thing, and then at every time you just remind yourself, don't fall into this type of thing. This is a sell pitch. This is not real Chinese Kung Fu. Okay. Now, speaking of this, I want to tell you a story. A few days ago in Zoom, I got an internal art friend from Asia, and then a Western boxer friend from the US, and then we three were chatting there. And start again, the internal art friend start talking about Fa Jing. And then he said this way, Fa Jing, you need to use your entire body's sinews or your muscle. That's the first level, your entire body, okay? And then he said that at the second level, you're going to use your dantian to Fa Jing. On the top level, you only use your dantian. Okay? So our Western boxer friend, a nice guy, a really nice guy, sitting down there, listen. While this other friend is presenting how this very powerful internal power called Fa Jing, issue power, all this kind of thing. And I let this internal friend talk for about 15 minutes. After that, I asked the Western boxing friend, I said, do you understand what he's talking about? He said, no, I think it must be something deep or something, but because I don't know, I can't picture what it is. Okay? How you want to use your sinews or your muscle, the entire body, and then how you want to use your dantian, and then explain dantian is within your body, and then at your advanced level of fudging, you use the dantian. So I told the Western friend, I said, you know that too. Even the most advanced level he's talking about, which he doesn't know what he's talking about, I put it flat straight in front of this other friend's face. So I said, I tell this Western friend, you know how to do uppercut, right? Uppercut, right? When you do uppercut, you are not doing just using your arm. Because there's arm punch, right? You use the entire body, you screw into it, right? With your angles and so forth. Well, that is what the ancient call or name it as the entire body, muscle, and so forth into one. And then I said, when you drive into this uppercut, then you use your core to drive that. Of course, your leg and your shoulder, everything support it. Use your core to drive that, right? That is what the ancient talk about when they said using the dantian. So I said, this friend talk all this 15 minutes while you're confusing. It's just what you already know. Doing the uppercut properly. What Chinese magic? What internal magic of China? That's what it is, I say. I say even you get the ancestor of the Chinese internal art or whatever come today, that's what he will show you. Using dantian is just meaning drive with your core. To drive that thing in your core. Like drive your uppercut with your core or drive your hook with your core. And using the entire body's this muscle or sinews or everything is just meaning that don't do arm punch. How difficult is that? So whatever can be expressed in 5 minutes, you can spend 15 minutes and nobody know. And you know why that nobody know? Because the guy who expressed it have no idea what it is. It's just like book reading. Oh, number 1 is this. Number 2 is this. Number 3 is this. It's like we talk about, say for example, Jennifer Lopez. The singer, Jennifer Lopez. If we never see her and we just read by letter and by words, Jennifer Lopez do this, and we try to form an image in our mind, and we thought that we know Jennifer Lopez. And then when somebody is there, we say, oh, this Jennifer Lopez is this. But we don't even know what it is. But if you have seen Jennifer Lopez in her performance, you know what exactly it is. You can explain really very clear cut. Okay? So if you don't believe me, you go look at all this fudging guy. You get all the grandmaster. You go look at what they are describing, and you look at their student. How many of them can deliver a uppercut like a former Western boxing student? Just look at it. So this is what it is, okay? So the bottom line is get away from those two sales pitch. That's what I share with you. If you want Wing Chun to stay, get it out from that. We want to be like Western boxer who learn Western boxing. We know clearly what it is. We can have disagreement. We can discuss how the hook can perform better, or how the uppercut, or how the shifting, the different frame, how to use it technically, and everybody benefit, but not stuck in those kind of self-pitch. My father is this guy. I am the king of this thing because my father tell me that I'm the king of this thing, of this Fa Jing. And then I have this Fa Jing secret. So look around. So right now, as in China, Xi Xiaodong is questioning all this thing. All of you guys is from the top grandmaster. Your father is this, blah, blah, blah. This last name, that last name. You have this Fa Jing and all this thing. How come it is not usable at all? Everybody see those Xi Xiaodong and the Lei Lei and other internal art people competition, right? So this is to share with you. Drop that self-pitch and always avoid yourself to get into those brainwashed by the self-pitch. And all this Fa Jing and all this stuff is no big deal. Okay, even Western boxer, as what I share with you, an uppercut, a proper uppercut, you got that. You know what is Fa Jing. Okay, so this is to share with you. If we want traditional Chinese martial art to stay, if we care for Wing Chun, this is the direction we go. Otherwise, we have nothing left.